Hello and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with 5 reasons why Barcelona believe their form will soon improve. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then to conclude this episode, we are going to be discussing on the squad list, the Barcelona squad list that have been officially announced to face Villarreal in tomorrow's encounter in La Liga at the Camp Nou. We're also going to be discussing about that. So guys, before we get right into the stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. The past couple of weeks have not gone according to plans for Barcelona. They first lost to Inter Milan in the UEFA Champions League and were then held to a 3-3 draw by the Nerazzurri at the Camp Nou last week, leaving them on the cusp of elimination from the tournament. If that was not enough, Barca were then soundly defeated 3-1 by arch rivals Real Madrid this past Sunday, following which they lost the top spot in La Liga standings and now trail the champions by 3 points. Manager Xavi Hernandez has come under some serious pressure following the results, with the performances in the games against the likes of Celta Vigo and Mallorca also not being up to scratch since the return of international break. But Mundo Deportivo is now reporting that despite the downslide in form of late, Barcelona have the belief that things will take a turn for the positive sooner rather than later. As per the report, the first reason for that confidence is that Ansu Fati is getting closer and closer to his best version. The teenage prodigy has been used sparingly by Xavi after having struggled with injuries over the last 2 years. But the Spaniard was one of the few silver linings for Barca in the Clásico defeat, impressing in his short cameo. His return to regular action should have a positive impact on the rest of the team and also take some goal-scoring burden off the shoulders of Robert Lewandowski. Secondly, Barcelona believe that Jules Koundé's return from injury will help the team tighten things up at the back considerably. The Frenchman made his comeback in El Clásico, and while his lack of game time was apparent, he still looks good in bits. And the coaching staff, having watched him in action in training sessions, are very convinced that Koundé will be back to his very best form soon and will consequently help improve the rest of the defense. The third reason behind Barca's confidence is in turning things around soon is the tactical tweaks and adjustments that the manager and the coaching staff will make after having had time to study their recent performances against Inter and Real Madrid in detail. On top of that, there is a certain belief that if the team were able to perform exceptionally before the international break, they can do it again in the coming weeks. Injury have hampered Barca to an extent of late, but it is expected that once the injured players are recovered, the situation is bound to improve. Finally, Barcelona believe that their form will improve soon as they plan to make more additions to the squad in January. A new pivot midfielder, of course, has been made a priority to the rest and rotate Sergio Busquets, while a right back could arrive as well. With those additions, the Catalans have faith that the squad will be complete and can continue performing at the best level game after game. Yeah, we hope so. We hope that Xavi and his coaching staff can bring out the best again from this team. It is true, but we know that the fact that we have the injuries have also contributed to an extent. Our form lately, key injuries, hopefully the squad return to full fitness will come back to our best. I just have the belief. It has not been an easy time for us, without a shadow of a doubt. We have been poor. We have not been focused. Barcelona have been failing when it matters. We can't beat the big boys. That have been a cause of concern. Heading into the game against Villarreal tomorrow, Thursday, which is not going to be an easy game at all. We need to go there. We need to win the game. We need to play as we usually play prior to international break. So I have a lot to do, a lot to improve on, and we hope that Xavi can do that, can spot the things that we need to improve on. Because when you identify what you need to improve on and you work on it with determination, then definitely you are bound to succeed. I still think we have the talent. We have a squad that can beat any team in Europe. It's just we need that good management skills from Xavi. We need sense of belief, determination, hard work, focus from the squad overall. We need to play well, and I believe that we are going to do that with time. You know, we shouldn't forget that Laporta wanted this team just to start winning trophies, definitely without transitions. That's why the economic levers were signed and everything like that, just to ensure that Barca go right up there to compete. Despite having a poor season last time out. But I still think that we are going gradually and we are going to achieve our goals. But if and only if Xavi improves. Because if we see what Xavi have been doing lately, if he continues with that, then we are going absolutely nowhere. So we just have to keep belief in our manager. The boss still believe in him, that he is the one to take the team to the right direction. Then on to the next story of discussion. Coming off a morale-hitting 3-1 loss to Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu, Barcelona will shift their attention towards the Camp Nou, where they take on Villarreal in game week 10 of La Liga. The squad list for the game has been officially released by the club on social media channels. The biggest takeaway from it is the inclusion of Hector Bellerin, who returns from injury directly into the team. Bellerin was initially believed to miss this game against the Yellow Submarines, but has seemingly recovered from his injury earlier than expected. Jules Koundé returned to the starting lineup against Real Madrid after missing a fortnight's worth of games after the international break. He will be part of the game tomorrow too, and is expected to start that game. The rest of the squad is pretty much the same, with Araujo and Memphis Depay still injured. The former is out until the World Cup, at the very least, while the latter could make his return against Athletic Club. As you can see, the names there from the squad list that Barca just released: Ter Stegen, Bellerin, Piqué, Busquets, Ousmane Dembélé, Pedri, Lewandowski, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Marcos Alonso, Jordi Alba, Kessié, Roberto, Frenkie de Jong, Rafinha, Koundé, Eric Garcia, Inaki Pena, Bade, Gavi, Pablo Torre, and Arnaud Tenas. Those are the names ahead of tomorrow's fixtures. So what a game to watch tomorrow. Of course, any team coached by Unai Emery we need to take care of. Villarreal is not a small team. Villarreal is not the Elche. Villarreal is not any kind of team. We need to go there with determination. We need to improve a lot. If we put out the kind of displays we saw against Celta Vigo last time out and Real Madrid, then we are doomed to fail. We are doomed to lose that game. Villarreal is no small opponent, and I think Barca need to play well to convince the fans that we are up for something this season. Of course, it was really morale hitting, as I earlier said. Losing to Real Madrid in the Clasico 3-1 is always a big morale loss. But I know going to this game against Villarreal, Barca have the confidence that they can win. It's very important. We need to have that confidence and belief that we need to go and win. We need to challenge for La Liga this season. We all know the Champions League is all but gone. Let me not start calling Europa League here, because that's not where I wanted us to be. But we need to know that La Liga is something that we need to win so that the fans will have joy again. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.